I was pretty sure that I wasn't going to speak. And then I just decided a few minutes ago that I'm going to say a few words. Because Gabriel said something very interesting. Gabriel said that I'm too emotional when I speak, and so I realized, let me concentrate on a couple of facts. I want to point out a few things that may or may not go unnoticed. First of all, as far as I am aware, Yahrzeit is very abstract. We take one day in the year and we celebrate the memory of somebody. I want to point something out. First of all, I'm sure that most of the people sitting here are not aware of the following facts. That Ima loved cherry cheese knishes. She loved it. There were certain things in life that define people, and one of the things was that she liked cherry cheese knishes. The other thing was the times that she lived in was very different. And it's interesting because nothing is haphazard, and if you pay attention to the crowd that's here, as I speak, everybody's quiet and listening and attentive. This is not usual for our generation. This is usual for when I was growing up, because if you didn't, you got in trouble. But this is a display of Ima. How is this a display of Ima? I'll tell you why.
Thank you.
Because I said Ima. This is a display of Ima for the following reason. As I'm listening to Moshe B talk about Ima, the only thing that I can think of is that he represents Ima so well. If somebody were to come across Moshe B, or Penny, or Shimi, Gabriel, anybody here in this room, sitting around the table right now, and they were to say that they are related to my mother, such and such a way, Moshe, of course, Rav Moshe, that this would be an incredible shvach to my mother. What could be more? We could talk about it for hours. Everybody has stories and everybody has experiences and we all love her. But when somebody like you can stand up and talk about her, it says something about her. When somebody like you can talk about the fact that she trusted you, it's more than you even realize. My mother was a master educator. She didn't trust everybody. She trusted you. As an educator, which you are, you know that you can't just trust everyone. It's not going to work. But somehow she knew to trust you, and she did a great job. And look how you turned out. And again, it's just a phenomenal thing to observe someone like you speaking about it in itself is just such an amazing thing. Over time, things get very, I guess maybe the word would be stale. Things become very regular. You know, I called up Moshe after our most recent siyum, and I said, I don't like your compliment. I said, when we made our first siyum together, you said, and I reminded him of a compliment he gave me, and I said, why couldn't you say something that nice? And then I said, I'm just kidding. This is what happens. When you finish your first Masech the Gemara, everybody's so excited and proud, and such a big feat. But by the time you finish the whole Shas, everybody's expecting it. And this is what life is about. The better you become, the smaller the compliments are. Unfortunately, that's life. Hashem has his reasons. We can analyze it, we can discuss it. It doesn't change the facts that the more that you do, the less you're going to get compliment. The squeaky wheel gets the oil, you know what I'm saying? The troublemaker gets the compliment. What's this rant? It's very related over here. 23 years. 23 years. You're older than 23. Picture 23 years of your life, and we're still sitting here, and we're talking about Ma. We're sitting here on a night where every single one of us could be doing something else, and we're here, and we're remembering her, which brings me back to the original point, and I'm gonna end off with this.
We're going to hear from the Mandels.
As far as
We're going to hear from the Mandels about Ma. We're going to hear from you.
As far as I understand, Yahrzeit is a very Yahrzeit is a very random time. I don't know all the Sfarim, and I don't know all the Mefarshim, but I don't know that it is any specific. If we were to pick a date in the year to remember somebody, and we were to focus on giving them an Aliyas Neshama on that day, then I think the person would get an Aliyas Neshama on that day. But the point is that we can make every day a day when we give somebody an Aliyas Neshama. And as much as we love Ma, we need to remember that even though as time goes on and things become, regal b'piv in many different ways, that we work on ourselves and we improve ourselves and we change, we evolve. I don't personally think Ma would even recognize me if she came back to this world, because I'm not the same person I was when she left this world. You think about that really, it messes with your head. But you try your best and you become the best person you can be, and you represent somebody, and you say, like we say, I want to make a l'chaim in memory of Alta Beila bas Yehuda. L'chaim, l'chaim. You say things like this, and you really, really, truly raise the neshama, and it goes up, up, up. Why do we say Ata Kadosh? Every day we say in Shemona Esrei Ata Kadosh. Why? Because Hashem is the only one that can create a reality where there's never endingness. We have limits in our reality. You become the best, you're the best. That's it. You can't do better than a certain thing. But Ata Kadosh, Rabbi Avigdor Miller explained that it keeps going. We can't fathom how high the heavens can go, and how much enjoyment and how much a person can enjoy in the next world on the smallest things. Just you see people say, I want to make l'chaim, and we're giving an aliyas neshama. And we should try, and I'm sorry for speaking so much, but we should try to incorporate into our life, as much as we love Ma, all the time. Yahrzeit, great, wonderful. It's always a joke. You have to cry on demand by Yizkar. You have 3 minutes to remember something, and then you keep on going. It's very tricky. But in our life, every moment when we're doing things, we remember that we're representing somebody who expected us to be the best we could be, and we do mitzvahs. We talk to our children about Ma. We remind them. Ma used to do this. Ma expected this. She had high expectations. Like Michal said, the Canner boys. Those were her soldiers of Torah. There are different things that are going on. But the point is, we have to become the best we can be and remember the people that have passed, and we're doing it to give them an aliyah. Not just on Yahrzeit, but all the time. L'chaim, l'chaim.
Chaim, shkaya.